Welcome to the second lecture of ratios. In the first lecture, we learned the basic definition of ratio and we also learned how to do basic manipulations on given ratios. In this class, we will be delving deeper into the application areas of ratios. We will learn about the different type of questions that we have under the applications of ratios. We'll learn how to solve questions based upon ages, questions based upon savings slash income, questions based upon coins and denominations, and then we will end today's lecture by some discussion on miscellaneous question types that you get in your GRE out of the chapter of ratios. Let us understand the basic logic behind the questions of ages using a very simple example. Let us say my current age is 30. Now if my current age is 30, what will be my age 5 years from now? Of course 30 plus 5, 35. What will be my age 8 years hence? Of course 30 plus 8, 38. What was my age 5 years ago? 30 minus 5, 25. What will be double my age? 60. What will be half my age? 15. If you understand this much of basic logic, you already have all the knowledge that you require to solve the questions based upon ages. Now let us say my age is not given as 30. So आपको question में मेरा age 30 नहीं given है. Now what do we do? If we are not given my age as 30, let us say I suppose my age as x. So मैंने अपनी age को x suppose कर लिया. Now if my present age is x, what will be my age 5 years from now? Of course 5 सालों के बाद मेरी age x plus 5 हो जाएगी. What will be my age 8 years hence? It will be x plus 8. What was my age 5 years ago? X minus 5. What is twice my age? Of course 2x. What is half my age? x by 2. अगर हम ये बेसिक अर्थमेटिक समझ पा रहे हैं तो हम क्वेश्चंस बेस्ड अपॉन एजेस को आराम से हैंडल कर सकते हैं. लेट अस स्टार्ट डेवलपिंग द कंसेप्ट यूजिंग अ वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल. The ratio of the present age of father and son is 8:1. 8 years hence, the ratio would be 10:3. What is the present age of the father? The first thing given to us in the question is the ratio of father and son. तो मुझे father and son की present age का ratio दिया हुआ है as 8:1. We have already learnt in the chapter of ratios कि जब हमने किसी ratio को actual value में convert करना होता है तो we have to introduce a constant. So what I can do here is that अगर मुझे father is to son का ratio 8:1 दिया हुआ है और मुझे father की age को suppose करना है, then I can suppose it to be 8k and automatically son's age would end up becoming k. Now 8k and k are the present ages of father and son. As per my question, 8 years hence. Now, if the present age of father is 8k, can I say 8 years hence his age would end up becoming 8k plus 8 and son's age would end up becoming k plus 8? Now, as per my given question, 8 years hence the ratio would be 10:3. So, इस age और इस age का ratio मुझे 10:3 दिया हुआ है. Let us compare that. So, 8k plus 8 divided by k plus 8 is 10:3. On cross multiplication, what I get here is 24k plus 24 equals 10k plus 80. Now 10k को 24 में से minus कर लेते हैं. So on the left hand side what I get is 14k and on the right hand side what I get is 56. Now 14 fours are 56, so the value of k that we end up getting is 4. Now if the value of k is 4 and my question requires me to find the present age of father, I can say that the present age of father has been supposed as 8k. Therefore the present age of father should become 8 times 4 or perhaps 32 years. Hopefully we all are following this question. Let us increase the level of difficulty by taking the next example. The present age of Samir and Anand is in ratio 5:4. 3 years hence, the ratio of their ages will be 11:9. Find their present ages. Now this question is pretty similar to the example that we have just discussed. So the first thing given to us is the ratio of the ages of Samir and Anand as 5:4. So I begin the question by taking the present age of Samir as 5x and the present age of Anand as 4x. Question further says 3 years hence. Now when I am saying 3 years hence, that means 3 साल बाद. तो भी अगर उनका प्रेजेंट एज 5x एंड 4x है तो 3 साल के बाद उनका एज 5x प्लस 3 हो जाएगा एंड 4x प्लस 3 हो जाएगा. As per my given question, the ratio of this set of ages is 11:9. So 3 साल के बाद जो समीर की एज है और 3 साल के बाद जो आनंद की एज है, इसका रेशियो 11:9 हो जाएगा. So let us put these two values in ratio. So 5x plus 3 divided by 4x plus 3, this will be 11:9. Cross multiply कर लेते हैं. So what do we get here? 45x plus 27 is equals to 44x plus 33. Now 45x में से 44 को माइनस कर लेते हैं. So on the left hand side what you get is x. On the right hand side what you get is 33 minus 27, which is 6. So the value of x that we have here ends up becoming 6. Now what does that mean? It simply means that the present age of Sameer, which is 5x, will end up becoming 5 6 are 30, and the present age of Anand, which is 4x, will end up becoming 4 into 6 24. Hopefully we are finding the questions based upon ages pretty easy to handle. Let's try out one more example and then we'll shift on to the next question type. 10 years back, the ratio of the ages of Kaushik and Kustab was 2:5. 18 years hence, the ratio of the ages of Kaushik and Kustab will be 3:4. Find the ratio of their present ages. Most of the students begin this question by supposing the present age of Kaushik and Kustab as x and y. Now, if you are taking the present age of Kaushik and Kustab as x and y, then 10 years ago, their ages would end up becoming x minus 10 and y minus 10. As per my given question, the ratio of their ages 10 years ago was 2:5. So, if I compare these two ages, what I get is 2:5. Furthermore, my question says 18 years hence, the ratio of the ages was 3:4. So अगर उनका present age x and y suppose किया गया है तो 18 years hence their ages would end up becoming x plus 18 and y plus 18, and as per my given question इन दोनों ages का जो ratio है वो 3:4 है. What most of the students do is that they create an equation of x and y out of this expression and a second equation of x and y out of this expression. They solve those two linear equations of x and y simultaneously and get the values of variable x and y to solve the question. I am not saying ये method गलत है, but ये एक unnecessarily लंबा method है. An easier and more direct approach of solving the question is to suppose the age of Kaushik and Kustab 10 years ago. See, यहाँ पे हम present age को x and y suppose करने की बजाय 10 years ago age को suppose कर लेते हैं. So what I am doing here is that I am supposing the age of Kaushik and Kustab 10 years ago. Now can I say अगर 10 years ago उनका ratio of ages 2:5 था, तो अगर मुझे Kaushik की age को suppose करना है, then that must be supposed as 2k and Kustab's age must be supposed as 5k. Their present age will therefore become 2k plus 10 and 5k plus 10. As per my given question, 18 years hence, that means 18 years आगे, their age will end up becoming 2k plus 28 and 5k plus 28. Now, the ratio of these two ages is given to me as 3:4. मुझे ये दो ages का ratio 3:4 दिया हुआ है. So I can quickly solve this expression. So 2k plus 28 divided by 5k plus 28 is equals to 3:4. क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर लेते हैं. सो 8k प्लस 28 टाइम्स 4, दैट इज 112 इज इक्वल्स टू 5k इंटू 3 15k प्लस 28 टाइम्स 3 84. नाउ 8k को 15k में से माइनस कर देते हैं, मेरे पास 7k आ जाएगा एंड 112 में से जब हम 84 को माइनस करेंगे तो वापस 28 आ जाएगा. दैट मीन्स द वैल्यू ऑफ k दैट वी हैव हियर, the value of k that we have here is actually 4. Now if I've got the value of k as 4, can I say their ages 10 years ago would have been 8 years, 2k is 2 into 4, 8 years, and 5k, which is 5 into 4, 20 years. Their present ages should therefore have been 18 and 30. My given question requires me to find the ratio of their present ages. So ratio of their present ages ends up becoming 18 is to 30, which is nothing but 9 is to 15, which indeed resolves to 3 is to 5. So the ratio of their present ages is 3 is to 5. Hopefully that was an easy question. With this, we end our discussion on the questions of ages. Now, as far as your GRE is concerned, generally questions based upon ages are not regarded as very important for your GRE. आपको कभी कभार इक्का दुक्का क्वेश्चन इसमें से नजर आ सकता है, but generally it's not an important topic for your GRE. However, it is a topic जिसके बेसिक्स हमें क्लियर होने चाहिए, so that in case अगर कभी वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स के अंदर ऐसा कुछ क्वेश्चन नजर आ जाए तो we are able to solve it. The next type of questions that we have under the application of ratios are the questions based upon savings/income. Let us understand the basic concept of such questions using a very simple example. Incomes of A and B are in ratio 6 is to 5. Expenses of A and B are in ratio 8 is to 5. If savings of A and B is rupees 12,000 and rupees 25,000 respectively, find the income of B. When it comes to questions of saving as well as income, we have three variables here. The first variable that we have is savings, the second variable that we have is expenditure, and the third variable that we have is income. Now obviously we understand either you can be saving money or you can be spending it. Therefore what we say is that income is defined as the sum of savings and expenditure. तो जो भी आपकी savings है, अगर मैं उसके अंदर expenditure को add कर देता हूँ तो मेरे पास income आ जाता है. Since income is defined as savings plus expenditure, we define savings as income minus expenditure and we define expenditure as income minus savings. These are the three different relations that exist for savings, incomes and expenditure. Now the question at hand can be solved by creating an equation, but the method that I'll recommend you here is the tabular method. Tabular method में हम तीनों variables को एक table में डालते हैं. So what I do is that I create a table in which I have savings on the top, expenditure in the middle, and of course the sum of savings and expenditure is your income. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to populate this table with the given data and I'll be able to solve the question. The first part of my question says income of A and B are in ratio 6 is to 5. So I already know that there are two people under consideration. So I have A as well as B. And the comparison of their incomes is in ratio 6 is to 5. Now, can I say that the income of A can be supposed as 6x and the income of B can be supposed as 5x? Further, my question says that the expenses of A and B are in ratio 8 is to 5. So can I say expenditure can be marked as 8y and 5y? Savings are 12,000 and 25,000. Now since income is defined as saving plus expenditure, I can say that the income of A is nothing but 12,000 plus 8y and the income of B is going to be 25,000 plus 5y. Comparing these two, we'll be getting the ratio 6 is to 5. So इन दोनों का अगर comparison किया जाए तो मेरे पास 6 is to 5 आ जाएगा. इस expression को cross multiply करके simplify किया जा सकता है. So 5 12s are 60. So 60,000 plus 40y is equals to 1,50,000 plus 30y. Now 30y को इधर लाकर माइनस कर लेते हैं तो यहाँ पे मेरे पास 10y आ जाएगा. 60,000 को 1,50,000 में से माइनस करेंगे 90,000 रह जाएगा. So the value of y that we have ends up becoming 9,000. If the value of y is 9,000, can I say expenditure of A as well as that of B can be found out? However, मुझे यहाँ पे एक्सपेंडिचर नहीं निकालना, मुझे यहाँ पे B का इनकम निकालना है. अगर मुझे B का इनकम निकालना है तो इनकम जो B का है दैट इज सेविंग्स प्लस एक्सपेंडिचर. सेविंग्स ऑलरेडी मेरे पास 25,000 है. एक्सपेंडिचर निकालने के लिए मैं Y का जो वैल्यू 9,000 निकाला है उसे यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकता हूँ. सो कैन आई से एक्सपेंडिचर ऑफ B एंड्स अप बिकमिंग 5 into 9,000 और perhaps 45,000. If the expenditure of B is 45,000 and his savings were 25,000, can I say his income ends up becoming 70,000? Hopefully we are following this method. Now at this point many of us would be thinking कि इस question को तो simple equations बनाकर भी किया जा सकता है. Why are we putting everything in this table? See, the benefit of putting things in table is that you begin to see the data more quickly and you are able to analyze things more easily. इस क्वेश्चन में शायद आपको टेबुलेशन का इतना फायदा ना हो, लेकिन आने वाली एग्जांपल्स में विल एक्चुअली सी हाउ टेबुलेशन हेल्प्स अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन इन अ मोर इजी एंड बेटर वे. The total income of A, B and C is rupees 80,000. The individual expenses respectively are 8,000, 12,000 and 15,000 rupees. If the ratio of their savings is 2:3:4, then find their individual incomes. Again in this question what we have are three variables: savings, expenses and income. I put all the three variables in the form of a table. So सबसे ऊपर मेरा savings आएगा, इसके बाद expenses आएगा और obviously savings और expenses का जो sum होगा वो हमारे पास इनकम रहेगा. Now I am considering three people A, B and C. So let us say I am writing the three people involved here as A, B and C. My question says that their total income is 80,000. So this plus this should add up to a total of 80,000. Also my question says that their individual expenses are 8,000, 12,000 and 15,000. So expenses में A के expenses 8,000 है, B के expenses 12,000 है और C के expenses 15,000 है. रही बात सेविंग्स की, तो उसकी रेशो मुझे 2:3:4 दी हुई है. सो कहने से A की सेविंग्स को 2x सपोज कर लो, B की सेविंग्स को 3x सपोज कर लो और C की सेविंग्स 4x हो जाएगी. नाउ एज फार एज द इनकम इज कंसर्न्ड, इनकम इज सेविंग्स प्लस एक्सपेंसेस. सो कहना है A's income is 2x plus 8,000. B's income, इसको सेपरेट आउट कर लेते हैं. B's income is 3x plus 12,000 and C's income is 4x plus 15,000. The next thing that we follow here is but obvious, ये तीनों incomes का sum 80,000 है. So let's create the equation now. 2x plus 8,000 was A's income, 3x plus 12,000 was B's income and 4x plus 15,000 was C's income और ये तीनों incomes का sum 80,000 है. Now the next thing that we can do is that we can simplify this equation. 2x plus 3x is 5x plus 4x is 9x. 8,000 plus 12,000 is 20,000. 20,000 plus 15,000 is 35,000. So 9x plus 35,000 is equals to 80,000. इस 35,000 को इधर जाकर माइनस कर लेते हैं. So the value of 9x turns out to be 45,000. If 9x is 45,000, I can straight away say that the 5,000 is the value of x. So x का वैल्यू मेरे पास 5,000 आ गया. अभी अगर x का वैल्यू 5,000 है तो कहने से A का सेविंग्स 10,000 हो जाएगा, B का सेविंग्स 15,000 हो जाएगा और C का सेविंग्स 20,000 हो जाएगा. In my question I was required to find the income of 3. So income of 3 would be 10 plus 8 18,000, 15 plus 12 27,000 and 20 plus 15 35,000. That's my answer. Now what we are seeing here is tabulation helping us simplify the question. Let's move on to the next example where we'll be using the concept of tabulation again to simplify the question and solve it. If the ratio of the cost price of one pen to the cost price of one notebook is 5:3 and the ratio of the selling price of one pen to the selling price of one notebook is 6:4, then find the ratio of the profit earned on buying and selling one pen to the profit earned by buying and selling one notebook. In this question, I am given three variables: the cost price, the profit and the selling price. Hopefully we all know the relation. Selling price is defined as cost price plus profit. So अगर मुझे यहाँ पे tabulation create करना है, अगर मुझे यहाँ पे table create करना है, तो सबसे ऊपर मैं cost price को रखूंगा, उसके नीचे profit को रखूंगा और obviously cost price and profit का sum मेरे पास selling price आ जाएगा. Okay, I am considering pen as well as notebook. So एक साइड पे मैंने pen लिख लिया, दूसरी साइड पे मैंने notebook लिख लिया. Okay, so this is how I am creating the table here. Now the first part of the question says कि cost price का ratio 5:3 है. So pen is to notebook के cost price का ratio 5:3 है. So I can suppose the cost price of pen to be 5x and that of the notebook to be 3x. Next part of my question says the ratio of the selling price of one pen to the selling price of one notebook is 6:4. So जो मेरे पास selling price है उसका रेशियो मेरे पास 6:4 है. By the way, रेशियो 6:4 को रिड्यूस किया जा सकता है 3:2. So मैंने यहाँ पे जो selling price को assume किया वो 3y and 2y था. Since I do not know the profit and at the end of the day मुझे profits का ही रेशियो निकालना है, तो मैंने profits को P1 and P2 मान लिया. Now, as we know, selling price is cost price plus profit. So from here, can I say 3y is 5x plus P1? Or perhaps P1 will be nothing but 3y minus 5x. Hopefully हम इस चीज को follow कर रहे हैं. अगर selling price cost price plus profit है, तो profit can be defined as selling price minus cost price. So profit P1 can be defined as selling price minus cost price. इसी तरीके से मैं P2 का वैल्यू निकाल सकता हूँ, which will end up becoming 2y minus 3x. As per my question, I am required to find the ratio of P1 and P2. So the expression looks something like this. Now let's have a look at this ratio. In this ratio, I have two arbitrary constants x and y. Do I have any method of resolving these two constants? Am I given anything else with which I can resolve these constants? Doesn't seem to be the case. So I ask again, is this ratio determinable? No, it's not determinable. The answer is cannot be determined. You cannot determine this ratio. Hopefully we all are finding this method of putting things in table very helpful. One more example and then we shift on to the next type of questions. In a theater, the number of seats in platinum class, gold class and silver class are in ratio 3:5:8. All the seats are sold and the ratio of money collected from each of the class is 12:15:16. Find the ratio of the price of each seat in three respective classes. In this question, I have three variables here. I have the number of seats, I have the price of each seat, and I have the revenue from that price category. Obviously, we can understand the fact that revenue is defined as number of seats into the price of each seat. For example, let us say मेरे पास गोल्ड क्लास में 10 सीट्स थी और हर सीट की टिकट 200 रुपए की थी. सो कैन आई से अगर 10 की 10 सीट्स बिक जाती हैं या 10 की 10 टिकट्स बिक जाती हैं, सो 10 into 200, 2000 rupees will be the revenue. Hopefully we all are able to understand this relation. Revenue is the number of seats into the price of each seat. Since I have to solve this question using tabular method, I am going to create a table in which the number of seats will be on the top, price of each seat can be kept in the middle, and the product of these two, which is revenue, will come at the bottom of the table. Now let us complete this table for the three category of seats that we have here. The three category of seats that we have here are platinum, gold and silver. To start with the question, the first part of the question says that the number of seats in platinum class, gold class and silver class are in ratio 3:5:8. So number of seats का अगर मुझे ratio लेना है, then that is 3:5:8. Hopefully we are getting that. मैंने 3:5:8 को 3x, 5x, 8x की फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस कर दिया. The next part of my question says the ratio of the money collected from each class is 12:15:16. Now by the way, what is the ratio of money collected? It is revenue. So revenue का ratio मुझे 12:15:16 दिया हुआ है. So can I say अगर मुझे revenue को suppose करना है, then that must be supposed as 12y, 15y and 16y. What I need to find is the ratio of the price of each seat. So what I do here is that I assume the price of seat in platinum category to be A, in gold category to be B and in silver class to be C. Now obviously revenue is number of seats into price. So can I say revenue, which is 12y, is 3x into A. 3x को A से मल्टीप्लाई करने पे अगर मेरे पास 12y आता है, तो can I say A will end up becoming 12y divided by 3x, which is nothing but 4y by x. In a similar fashion, I can define my B as 15y by 5x, or perhaps the value of B ends up becoming 3y by x. And finally, C will end up becoming 16y by 8x, which is nothing but 2y by x. What did my A, B and C represent? This was C, this was A. What did my A, B and C represent? It represented the price of each ticket in the three categories. So मुझे इसका ratio निकालना था. Can I say the ratio ends up becoming 4:3:2? Hopefully we are finding this particular example very easy. Now the interesting thing about tabulation method is that it is not just applicable on your saving/income question, but it also finds its application in other types of questions under applications of ratios as well. Let's move on to the next type of questions here. Let us understand the concept of coins and denominations using a very simple example. Let us say I have 4 notes of rupees 2000, 3 notes of rupees 1500 and 5 notes of rupees 100. How much money do I have in total? By this time you have already figured out the answer to be 10,000. Now while you were figuring out the answer as 10,000, the basic logic that your brain worked out was the following. We have 4 notes of rupees 2000 each. Therefore the total money or the total value contained in these notes is 8,000. We had 3 notes of rupees 500 each, so the total value contained was rupees 1500. And finally हमारे पास 100 रुपए के 5 नोट थे, therefore the total value contained was 500. Obviously जब मुझे total value निकालना है तो that will be 8,000 plus 1500, 9,500 plus 500, 10,000. Using this rudimentary logic, using this basic logic, most of you would have already calculated the answer as 10,000. If you are able to do this, you already know the concept of coins and denominations. What is the logic here? This 4, 3 and 5 represented the number of coins or the number of notes that I had. Let us represent them using variable n. This 2000, 500 and 100 were the values of individual notes or individual coins. Let's represent them using variable d. D represents the value of denomination. So can I say the total value contained in 2000 rupee notes was value of denomination into the total number of denominations? The total value contained in 500 rupee notes was value of denomination 500 rupees into the total number of denominations, which was 3. And similarly the total value contained in 100 rupee notes was the value of denomination, which was 100 rupees into the number of denominations, which were 5. The concept that we are developing here is that we have got two variables, the number of denominations and the value of denomination. These are the two variables which when multiplied give me the third variable, which is the value contained in that denomination. हमें कुछ स्टैंडर्ड टेक्स्ट बुक्स में इस तरीके का इक्वेशन भी देखने को मिलता है. Total value is equals to n1 d1 plus n2 d2 plus n3 d3 and so on. Now this equation also works on the same concept कि आपकी जो डिनोमिनेशन की वैल्यू है उसको आप नंबर ऑफ डिनोमिनेशन से मल्टीप्लाई करके वैल्यू निकाल रहे हैं और फिर सारी वैल्यूज को ऐड करके आपके पास टोटल वैल्यू आ रही है. You can solve the questions of coins and denominations using this equation, but we have already learned a better approach of doing it. What is that better approach? Tabulation method. Let's try out one example in which we will be solving a question using tabulation method. The number of 1 rupee coins, 50 paisa coins and 25 paisa coins in a bag is in ratio 5:6:8. If the bag has rupees 180 in it, find the number of coins of each denomination. Now, when it comes to questions of coins and denominations, we need to understand one critical aspect. Coins और denomination के हर सवाल में मेरे पास 3 variables होंगे, number of coins, value of denomination and the total value contained in that denomination, which will be the product of number of coins into the value of denomination. Let us represent these 3 variables in the form of a table. तो मैंने क्या किया, मैंने फर्स्ट रो में नंबर ऑफ कॉइन्स लिख लिया, सेकेंड रो में वैल्यू ऑफ डिनोमिनेशन लिख लिया एंड थर्ड रो में मैंने वैल्यू लिख लिया. ऑब्वियसली नंबर ऑफ कॉइन्स इनटू द वैल्यू ऑफ डिनोमिनेशन गेट्स मी द टोटल वैल्यू कंटेन्ड इन दैट डिनोमिनेशन. इस क्वेश्चन को अगर एनालाइज किया जाए तो क्वेश्चन कहता है कि मेरे पास 1 रुपी 50 पैसे एंड 25 पैसा कॉइन्स है. सो कैन आई से द वैल्यू ऑफ डिनोमिनेशंस अंडर कंसिडरेशन आर 1 रुपी 50 पैसा एंड 25 पैसा. ऑब्वियसली चीजों को सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए मैंने 50 पैसा और 25 पैसा को हाफ अ रुपी एंड 1/4 ऑफ अ रुपी लिख दिया. Further, my question says that the number of coins of 1 rupee 50 paisa and 25 paisa coins in the bag is in ratio 5:6:8. तो ये कॉइन और ये कॉइन का जो नंबर है उसका रेशो 5:6:8 है. सो कहना है अगर मुझे नंबर को सपोज करना है देन दैट मस्ट बी सपोज्ड एज 5x, 6x and 8x. Now if we follow this logic, n into d equals v, so from here can I say that the total value contained in this denomination is 1 into 5x, which is 5x. The total value contained in 50 paisa denomination is half into 6x, which is 3x. And finally the total value contained in 25 paisa denomination is 1/4 into 8x, which is 2x. The last part of my question says that the total value of money contained in the bag is 180 rupees. So can I say this plus this plus this? The total value that we have is 180 rupees. Now that's an equation which can be solved for x. 5x plus 3x is 8x plus 2x is 10x. So 10x is equals to 180, which gets us the value of x as 18. हमने यहाँ पे x की वैल्यू को 18 एस्टैब्लिश कर लिया है. What was my question asking me to do? My question was saying find the number of coins of each denomination. मुझे हर denomination के number of coins निकालने हैं. If I have the value of x as 18, can I say the number of 1 rupee coins will be nothing but 5 into 18, which is 90. The number of coins of 50 paisa denomination will be nothing but 6 into x, which is 6 into 18, or perhaps 108. And finally the number of 25 paisa coins will be 8 into 18, which ends up becoming 144. Hopefully we are able to follow this concept of using tabulation or a table to solve the questions of coins and denominations. Let us try another example here. A bag contains coins of denomination 1 rupee, 2 rupee and 5 rupee. The value of all 1 rupee coins, all 2 rupee coins and all 5 rupee coins is in the ratio 3:5:4. If the total number of coins is 252, find the number of 5 rupee coins. In this question मेरे पास 1 rupee coin है, 2 rupee coin है and 5 rupee coins है. इसके अलावा जो मुझे रेशो दिया हुआ है वो टोटल वैल्यू का रेशो दिया हुआ है. सो अगर मुझे चीज़ों को टेबल में डालना है तो सबसे ऊपर मैं डिनोमिनेशंस में 1 रुपी, 2 रुपी एंड 5 रुपी लिखूंगा. नंबर ऑफ कॉइन्स मुझे नहीं गिवन तो मैंने नंबर ऑफ कॉइन्स को A, B एंड C मार्क कर लिया. डिनोमिनेशन इनटू द नंबर ऑफ कॉइन्स gives us the total value which has been given to me in the ratio 3:5:4. So can I say total value को हम 3x, 5x and 4x लिख सकते हैं. As per my given question, the total number of coins is 252. So can I say A plus B plus C equals 252. Also, I know that D into N gets me V. So basically 1 into A gets me 3x, 2 into B gets me 5x and 5 into C gets me 4x. Using these relations, I can establish the value of A, B and C and then utilize the equation A plus B plus C equals 252 to get the answer. Let's try doing that. Value of denomination into number of coins gets me the total value. So 1 into A gets me 3x. So the value of A ends up becoming 3x. Value of denomination into number of coins gets me the total value. So 2 into B gets me 5x. So can I say the value of B ends up becoming 5/2 of x? Value of denomination into number of coins gets me the total value. So can I say 5 into C gets me 4x. or the value of C ends up becoming 4 by 5 of X. What we have done up to this point is that we have established the value of variable A, B and C. Now, as we know, A, B and C represented the number of 1 rupee coins, number of 2 rupee coins and number of 5 rupee coins. इन तीनों का sum हमें 252 दिया हुआ है. So this plus this plus this, let's put them in an equation. 3x plus 5 by 2 of x plus 4 by 5 of x is equals to 252. How to simplify this equation? Well, यहाँ पे denominator में 2 है, यहाँ पे denominator में 5 है. Multiply the equation throughout with 10. So what do we get here? We get here 30x plus 25x plus 8x equals 2520. Now 30x plus 25x is 55x, 55x plus 8x is 63x. So 63x is equals to 2520. इसका कटिंग कर लेते हैं. X is 2520 by 63. Now 63 times 4 gets you 252. So X का वैल्यू मेरे पास जो आ रहा है वो 40 है. In this question, I was required to find the number of 5 rupee coins. The number of 5 rupee coins were represented as C, and C is nothing but 4 by 5 of X. So can I say number of 5 rupee coins will be represented as 4 by 5 of X, X being 40. इसको सॉल्व करने पे number of 5 rupee coins will end up becoming 32. Hopefully we are finding these questions very easy. One more question and then we move on to the next question type. The number of 1 rupee, 50 paisa and 25 paisa coins in a bag is in ratio 3:4:5. If the bag has rupees 300, then find the number of 50 paisa coins. I can begin the question by using the fact that the number of coins are in ratio 3:4:5. So I start drawing my table by first of all considering the number of coins. Now since my number of coins are in ratio 3:4:5, I suppose the number of coins as 3x, 4x and 5x. Furthermore, the value of denominations has been given to me as 1 rupee, 50 paisa and 25 paisa. So can I represent my denominations as 1, half and 1 by 4? Obviously, we all understand this point that 50 paisa and 25 paisa can be written as half a rupee and 1 by 4 of a rupee. In order to complete the table, I'll have to work upon the third variable, which is value. We all know that total value contained within a denomination is defined as the product of number of coins and the value of denomination. From here, can I say that the total value contained in 1 rupee coins will be 1 into 3x, that is 3x. Total value contained in half a rupee or 50 paisa coins will be half into 4x, which is 2x. And total value contained in 25 paisa coins will be 1 by 4 into 5x, that is 5 by 4 of x. Furthermore, my question says the bag has rupees 300 in it. So basically, अगर मैं 1 rupee coins की वैल्यू को 50 पैसा coins की वैल्यू को और 25 पैसा coins की वैल्यू को ऐड कर देता हूं तो मेरे पास टोटल 300 रुपीज आ जाते हैं. Let's create an equation from this. 3x plus 2x plus 5 by 4 of x is equals to 300. Now, can I simplify the equation by adding 3x and 2x as 5x? So 5x plus 5 by 4 of x is equals to 300. I can further simplify the equation by multiplying the equation throughout with 4. So what do I get next? 20x plus 5x is equals to 1200. Now 20x plus 5x is 25x. So 25x is equals to 1200, or the value of x ends up becoming 1200 by 25. 25 से कटिंग कर लेते हैं, 4s are. So x का वैल्यू मेरे पास 48 आ रहा है. If the value of x is 48 and I am required to find the number of 50 paisa coins, can I say 50 paisa coins are 4x? If x is 48, the 50 paisa coins that I have end up becoming 192. Hopefully, we all are following the concept of coins and denominations very well here. With this, we end our discussion on the questions of coins and denominations. Next, we move on to the last part of applications of ratios. in which we will be dealing with some miscellaneous or leftover questions of applications of ratios. If the ratio of a plus b is to b plus c is to c plus a is 3 ratio 4 ratio 5 and a plus b plus c equals 18, find a, b and c. In this given question, I am given the ratio of a plus b is to b plus c is to c plus a. Along with that, I am also given the sum of three variables a, b and c. What I am required to find here is the value of a, b and c. अगर मैं इस इक्वेशन में से a, b एंड c की वैल्यू को एक्सट्रैक्ट करना चाहता हूं तो सबसे पहले मुझे a is to b is to c की रेशियो तक पहुंचना है. हाउ टू डू दैट? ऑब्वियसली उस रेशियो को हम इस गिवन रेशियो से एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं. वी हैव ऑलरेडी लर्नड इन द फर्स्ट लेक्चर ऑफ रेशियोज कि अगर हमने किसी गिवन सेट ऑफ वेरिएबल्स के लिए रेशियो से एक्चुअल वैल्यू में जाना हो तो वी इंट्रोड्यूस एन आर्बिट्री कांस्टेंट. सो अगर यहां पे इनका रेशियो 3:4:5 दिया हुआ था तो आई कैन से देयर एक्चुअल वैल्यूज कैन बी एज्यूम्ड एज 3k, 4k एंड 5k. सो व्हाट आई डू हियर इज दैट I take the value of a plus b as 3k, the value of b plus c as 4k and the value of c plus a as 5k. Now I have three set of equations for variables a, b and c and I have three variables which are to be solved. इन तीनों इक्वेशंस को साइमल्टेनियसली सॉल्व करके आई कैन रीच द वैल्यू ऑफ इंडिविजुअल वेरिएबल्स ए, बी एंड सी, ऑफ कोर्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ के. नाउ हाउ टू डू दैट? वी हैव ऑलरेडी लर्न दैट हमारे पास जब इस तरीके का सर्कुलर इक्वेशन होता है दैट मीन्स ए प्लस बी, बी प्लस सी एंड देन वापस सी प्लस ए, तो व्हाट वी डू इज दैट वी ऐड द थ्री इक्वेशंस टुगेदर. Now on my left hand side, if I add the three equations together, what I get is twice of a plus b plus c. And on my right hand side, what I get is 3k plus 4k plus 5k. That ends up becoming 12k. From here, I'll say a plus b plus c is 6k. Now, if a plus b plus c is 6k and my a plus b is 3k, can I substitute a plus b here and get the value of c as 3k? If my a plus b plus c is 6k and b plus c is 4k, so can I substitute the value of b plus c here and get the value of a as 2k? And finally, if my c plus a is 5k, I can substitute the value here to get the value of b as k. Now, so far what I've done is that I have calculated the values of variables a, b and c in terms of k. Along with these three, what I am given is the relation or the equation a plus b plus c equals 18. I can take these three individual values and substitute it there. So what do I get now? A was 2k, so 2k plus b. What was b? B was k. And what was c? C was 3k. So 2k plus k plus 3k equals 18, which implies 6k equals 18, or perhaps the value of k ends up becoming 3. If the value of k is 3, what will be the value of a? The value of a will be 6, the value of c will be 9 and the value of b will end up becoming 3. In my question, I was required to find the value of a, b and c. Here the values are. Another example and then we end with the chapter of applications of ratios. If the ratio of a into b is to b into c is to a into c is 4:6:3 and the product of a, b and c equals 3, find the sum of ab plus bc plus ac. In this given question, I already have the ratio of ab is to bc is to ac. मुझे इस रेशियो से इनका सम निकालना है. सो व्हाट आई हैव इज द रेशियो ऑफ ए बी इज टू बी सी इज टू ए सी, और मुझे निकालना क्या है? ए बी प्लस बी सी प्लस ए सी. The easiest approach of solving the question is to first convert this ratio into the actual value. For that, I introduce the arbitrary constant k. So, from this ratio, can I say a into b equals 4k, b into c equals 6k and a into c equals 3k? Since I already have the value of the product of A, B and C as 3, the next thing that I do is that I multiply these three equations. Now on my left hand side, what I'll be getting is A square into B square into C square, and on my right hand side what I'll be getting is 4 into 6 into 3. Now 4 6 are 24 into 3 72, so 72k cube. Now if A, B, C इसका प्रोडक्ट मुझे 3 दिया हुआ है, तो कहना है से a square, b square, c square will end up becoming 9. So 9 is equals to 72 times k cube. From this we get the value of k cube as 9 upon 72, which is 1 by 8, or perhaps the value of k ends up becoming 1 by 2. If the value of k is 1 by 2, can I say the value of AB ends up becoming 4k, which is 4 into 1 by 2, perhaps 2. The value of BC ends up becoming 3, and the value of AC ends up becoming 3 by 2. Now I have the value of AB, I have the value of BC, and I have the value of AC. I am required to find the sum of these three values. So can I say the sum of these three values will end up becoming 2 plus 3 by 2, or perhaps 6.5. With this, we end with the second lecture of ratios. In this lecture, we have covered all the different applications that we can have of the concept of ratios. I am not saying that this is the end of all question types. ये 4-5 क्वेश्चन टाइप्स जो हमने यहाँ पर पढ़े हैं, ये कॉमनली अकरिंग क्वेश्चन टाइप्स हैं. Apart from that, you will find many different types of applications of ratios. For that, you need to cover your entire worksheet.